Filthy blobfish they are.
Put that down.
Okay, let me get to a save point.
Put it down.
I can't save on
You're
the fly.
putting it down now. You're not playing online, sweetie.
I can't save on the fly.
Yes, you can. It's called the pause button. I know how video games work, son. I'm not one of those not hip mothers. I know you can pause that single-player game that does not require online capabilities like Dark Souls or anything
guess what?
else
If
like
my
that.
Switch dies, I lose progress.
It's
So
son. You can put it in sleep mode.
I need
Just
to
like what
find
you
the
need to do. You need to go to sleep,
I
honey.
need to find the fucking save section.
You need to go to sleep, son.
I
So
need-
put that into sleep mode.
Don't
put it in
make
your
me Bimgus.
I don't know what that is, son, but you're putting your Switch down.
I'm gonna Bimgus all over your feet.
You're gonna not be with your father anymore, son.
I'm gonna Bimgus all over your feet.
Yeah, welcome to episode 60 of What's New Player 2 podcast. Don't ask why I started off with that. I don't even know myself.
I mean, it's better than that whole conspiracy theory you were peddling about Kuwait's involvement in this.
We're not telling anyone about that.
Okay.
That's off mic.
All right. It looked like you were about to start with it. I'm just glad
nope,
you didn't.
No.
Fucking clowns? I don't...
Anyway, so...
Later. We'll have to discuss this more later.
Anyway. Not a lot happened last week. That's why there will be a gap in between this and the last episode.
Yeah. We were just like, there's really nothing to talk about.
That would at least warrant recording for 40 to an hour.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway,
that's our half-baked explanation for last time.
Yep. So, Fire Emblem, our favorite topic.
Everyone's favorite topic.
Everyone's favorite topic.
No one doesn't like Fire Emblem. I almost
No.
said no one doesn't like Star Wars. A lot of people don't like Star Wars.
A lot of people don't like Star Wars now. No one. Oh yeah. So, Fire Emblem Three Houses. Last week has been reported to have sold over 3 million copies, making it the best-selling Fire Emblem game to date. Which, obviously...
Dating Fire Emblem games. Not
shocking, all things considered. But overall, it's nice to see that, of course, one of the, at this point, it's not even that much of a lesser-known franchise in Nintendo. But,
oh no, it's a big boy.
Nintendo's pushing it to be, like, one of their big boy franchises at this point, worldwide, but overall, it's cool to see because...
Well, it's become one of the big boy franchises.
Oh, no, they when, like, Awakening came out and, like, obviously sold the way it did, Nintendo has really been pushing forward more so to make the franchise one of now their bigger IPs. And then when Fates came out, that sold even better. So they're like, well...
It's okay, Anthony. Everyone pees.
What?
You said IPs. But it's okay. Everyone pees.
Oh, okay. All right.
But it do.
No. Anyway. So, it's good, though, which is... Because it just means, we'll get more Fire Emblem games.
Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem.
Heroes.
Yeah. Ninjas apparently are in the fucking game now. We got a new seasonal banner in November, which was weird because they never did that. So I was curious what they were gonna do. It ended up being fucking ninjas.
I wish they gave us
okay, November ninjas, I guess.
I wish they gave us a new form of the Dragon Fae, where instead of a chicken, she's a turkey.
That would have been actually fucking amazing.
But it would only make sense to Americans.
Yeah, so that's probably why they don't do it.
No one else celebrates that one singular day where there wasn't war between the fucking settlers and natives.
Yep. So they add in that banner that came out, they added Zahark from Path of Radiance, Navarre. Who the fuck else was in that banner?
Levitain. Come on, man.
Did you forget Levitain? I did forget Levitain.
How could you forget Levitain? Levitain's the most important and best character in all of Fire Emblem Levitain.
And then the duo unit for that banner was Lynn and Florina. Florina finally got an ult, but...
It's in the form of Lynn's dildo.
So Lynn now has
She's like, she doesn't want to lose her top spot.
No, she won't.
She doesn't want to lose top Fire Emblem waifu spot.
And all these fucking units in that banner are so fucking fast. My 5-star...
Well, what do you expect? They're supposed to be ninjas.
I know.
Those things are stereotypically quick.
I know. It's just they have all brave weapons, so them being able to act twice, and most of the time they can quadruple attack. If you put a Brash Assault on them, it's fucking scary. So, makes me a little worried, but yay. I got Zahara. He was the one I wanted. I'm like, cool. However, they did add a new mode called Pawns of Loki, which is like chess.
What? They put an actual fucking chess in a Fire Emblem game?
Similar, yes.
That's ridiculous. Fire Emblem's just chess you can jack off to.
Essentially, though, how the mode works is, not gonna lie, it's actually kind of a bit good. It's not like, oh my god, amazing, but like, it's one of the better modes that they've put into Faye.
Chess is good. Chess is fun.
Because, like, I mean, if we're being completely honest here, these past few modes that they've added, they've one and done it. They've not done anything like that since. Like that fucking one, that one mode where, like, it was supposed to last for, like, 5 days. It was like, hero failings or something. And we beat it in a day, and then it was just done. The event ended because everyone who played it, first of all, didn't know what the hell they were doing. And then we apparently did so well, I guess, that we just beat it in a day.
Whatever happened to those Grand Conquest things where you'd pick between, like, Alpha and Serena? And...
They still do those.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Those I like, too. That's a fun mode.
The fucking rhythm game is almost worthless sometimes.
Well, yeah, they barely been doing it.
Yeah.
We didn't have, like, Tap Battle for, like, 4 or 5 months.
Which, like, it doesn't affect me because I don't play it as a rhythm game because I don't have the fucking sound on.
I barely. I have it on the easy mode where you just tap the one button instead of all of them separately. I'm like, this is, like, I don't care enough. And this is coming from someone who likes rhythm games. I just don't.
Yeah, it was neat when it first came out in concept.
And then it got boring real fucking quick. And then also, on top of it, the rewards for the mode just stopped being fucking useful. They were just fucking shards and random shit. If it was like feathers, okay, I think I'd be okay with that. But it's just arena swords.
Yeah.
Gems. I'm like, really? Get that from any other fucking mode easily. But you had to do that? Whatever. Anyway.
Also, there's a lot of annoying fucking sound effects.
Yeah.
So, I am one of those people who keeps the sound off on most mobile games because I hate the annoying ass sound effects.
Yeah, I get that.
And so the tap battle was literally just like
the same voice,
just tap it over and over without looking.
Yeah, and also, but at least in that, I think I know they changed it. They had a setting to where you could turn off the voice clips while going, so you don't just hear ha ha ha.
I just leave all the music all the way off,
which is fine. I'm not saying
I think
have to.
The voices without the, I think all of it together, things without it all being together sounds weird, but all together it's annoying. So I just leave it off.
Totally get that. So speaking of best-selling Fire Emblem game, Fire Emblem Awakening. Oh my god, let's not talk about
Fire
that.
Fire Emblem Maker. Make
there's
your favorite bridge levels.
There's
Make a 26 pitfall, 27 square map. Where there's two ends of the map that are grasslands, and on your end you have 2 bow units, and on the other end they have catapults and cavaliers and mages, all of whom will not approach you. You must activate.
And they all have meteor.
They all have meteor, and they all have immunity to pitfall. And you must make your way there. That's the issue with user-generated content, is that user-generated content is always going to suck.
And make it just quote-unquote harder. Even though, like, bitch, please. That's not what makes these games fun.
I think 1/10 of the Mario Maker levels in existence are good.
Yeah. And then when fans make, like, overly hard ones, just like, oh, that's what we do. I'm like...
It's like
but that's not how Mario is.
It's like when people really, really liked World 1-1 with a twist. And it's like, that's not fun.
Oh. Anyway. So we
bitching about difficulty aside.
You and I and a bunch of friends have recently replayed through Fire Emblem Awakening. And
we made some choices. Those choices didn't matter. We made some more choices, etc., etc.
I will say, I mean, if you want to talk, I'd say, since in lieu of Three Houses being the best-selling entry now, talk about the one that technically saved the franchise.
You talking about Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon?
No.
Oh, well, in my mind, that's the one that saved this franchise.
Okay. Anyway.
Anywhoosie.
So, overall, I mean, like, I'm trying to think, last time I played Awakening fully was, like, I think 2-3 years ago, as in the female playthrough. Yeah, I think it was, like, 2-3 years ago, because I wanted to do a female run-through to marry Gaius. Essentially was my plan. And I forgot, I didn't forget all the story beats, but I forgot, like, a good chunk. So, like, going back to it was pretty fun and nice, but...
Oh no, I remembered almost all of it.
Well, it's been a while. But yeah.
Well, like, even when... Because I played Awakening more than you.
Well, yeah, that too. But you also played it more recently than I have.
I didn't.
Uh-huh.
No.
Ah.
No, the last time I played was around the time you were doing Gaius, is when I was like, I'm gonna get all the supports.
That's right.
Yeah, no, we stopped playing around the same time. It's just before that, you did like 1-2 run-throughs. I did like 7 or 8.
And then on top of that, you played a lot more other like Fire Emblem games.
Yeah.
After the fact, where I played the little fucking Fates, you didn't.
I liked to do different forms of fucking Robin.
Which
like,
is fine.
I made a melee build. I made a pure magic. One of them was a Cavalier, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, Tactician's the best for just because it's really good.
It is. I have to say though, again, most of the characters in the game are really like the highlight of like that game in specific.
You know what's funny? I didn't like. There were no female. I think almost every time I played the game, I played as female Violet. Violet, female Robin, because there were none of the female characters I wanted to marry.
And that's totally fair, dude. I mean, you have to.
All there was Tharja, who was thick.
I would say you could choose from Tharja. I personally like Flavia.
I was not big on Flavia.
That was it. Like, I married Lucina, but that was it.
Kiki showed up way too late in the game for me to care.
I forgot how fucking late we get her.
Yeah, no, she's right at the end there.
Holy shit, no, I really did forget, though, because I swear to God, for some reason, I don't know why, I really thought you get her, like, halfway, but no, holy shit.
No,
that's right,
she doesn't show up until
you don't get
towards
her
the
like
end, and then 2 missions after she shows up, you can get her.
Yeah, you get her, like...
And I think it's a paralogue, I don't even think it's a main story.
She's a paralogue, which I forgot about that, too, but then on top of it, I'm like, holy shit, it's like 2-3 chapters before the end game, like, wow, holy shit, I forgot.
She is not there for long.
No, not at all. Damn, you have to fuck her quick.
Well, that's the beauty of being able to go back on the fucking map.
Oh, of course.
Grinding and Awakening is so much fun.
And, yeah. That's definitely another thing.
At some point, we were just playing through the game normally, and at some point, switching off who was playing got, like, a little tedious because sometimes people would die and whatnot. So
or just take forever doing everything, and then just... dragging out before they play that, I gotta do this real quick, and then it's gone for 10-15 minutes, but I'm not saying any names.
And so, eventually, I borrowed I got a copy of the ROM, and just power leveled us a bunch. And after that, the game was...
even easier than it already was.
Yeah, the game was smooth sailing, and no one had any excuses why they couldn't play.
It's true. It's really true. I mean, because, again,
it
just like how most of the time when we play a Fire Emblem game as a group, it's usually you and I that...
I mean, you do most of the playing.
I can't
take any credit for that.
You can for Awakening, it's definitely... And you've done it definitely for... Oh my god, fucking... Which other one?
I played, like, a few levels of Ike's game.
Okay. You still did it?
Yeah, the one where you couldn't see any of the enemies.
Yeah, great. You were in the cave. It was one of the Lincia's missions.
Yep.
I remember that. I will say that. I think the level that I fucking hated in, I think it was Radiant Dawn. It was Radiant Dawn. It was with the fucking desert level. And like Black Knight, I think this was a mission where Black Knight was against you, I think. Because this was still when you're playing as Micaiah. And holy shit. Not having anyone able to really move as far. Because I have to say, when I really do think about it, especially like seeing like the memes and whatnot, especially for like Bisquick. Bismix? Jesus Christ.
Bisquick? That sounds like Nesquicks.
No, that's just the YouTuber's name. The Dawn Brigade does fucking suck. Like, I thought about it, I'm like, I'm like, at the end, I'm like, I didn't fucking use Edward, Leonardo, Nolan, I don't really. You use Soth, but even then, I do remember Soth not really helping out as much by the end game. And it was really more fun playing as Ike's Grail Mercenary than anything. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah,
I love
I think
Micaiah
the majority of our team was the Grail Mercenaries.
with Micaiah and Soth. I think that was it. I think that was our team.
We didn't even have Alencia, I don't think.
No, because I think with her, because I think I used Mist more for the healing. Because Alencia was a good for like a flying healer, but I think on top of it, I believe, as far as I remember, I forget if they either heal themselves or they can heal other people, but I think the Herons were also able to heal.
Yeah.
So I think
then we killed the Herons.
All of them. Which one would you like to take? Everyone's dead but Raphael. Alright. First mission in that, Raphael dies.
It was really funny.
Oops!
It was really, really funny. I'll go with the two who weren't Raphael both die, and it's like, which Heron will you accept?
Race and Leanne blacked out.
Raphael. Well, we're stuck with Raphael. Raphael makes one move.
I think it was turn one.
It was
I'm like,
turn one.
Shani even?
You had him dance someone and then he died.
I did. I had him dance. I think it was probably Ike or Mist. But like, yeah, for the most part, I had not Ike. Jesus Christ. I had Mist and Soren as our healers. I remember one of his upgrades to make him like a bishop.
Sage?
I think it was a Sage, and that Sages in that game will let you heal. So I'm like, alright, fuck it. I'll use my two favorite characters and have them heal. And then find out that at the end of the fucking game, you need to pick a certain weapon for each character to get blessed.
Oh yeah, you can even bless a hammer and then just one-shot Black Knight.
And that's after Black Knight. It's like literally like, oh wait,
no, you can.
Right, no, that was during the whole thing. And fucking Titania had a fucking iron axe.
I thought she had a hand axe.
No, that's right, it was a hand axe. I fucking hated it.
Blessed hand axe.
I fucking hated it. I was so pissed. I'm like,
which is really, really funny.
Like, she still did some damage, but like, overall, I'm like, fuck her. Oh, God. Anyway, we really got off track, kind of.
Anywho, going down memory lane.
We really were. But Awakening story was just not good. It's really not. It's the characters that really only like make you really like enjoy the story.
And by characters, we mean the shepherds.
Well, yeah.
Like, outside of Bastilio and Flavia, almost every other character is worthless.
Yeah. Like,
Aversa's just hot. Gangrel's just a puppet. Valadar's just weird looking. Walhart
is there.
Fucking
Excellius is more
Walhart
prevalent.
is the most important popular character in the whole fucking game, and he 100% deserves to be in Heroes. Walhart is the pinnacle of character creation.
No, his name is Walmart.
His name is Walgreens.
Oh my god, why did I never think of that one?
You know, despite the fact that I knew he existed, I was shocked to see Exilus, because in my mind I was like, yeah, he's like this weird fucking clown guy. And then like I saw him, I'm like, I guess he's not technically a clown, but no, I'm right.
He is a clown.
He's a weird looking fucking clown guy.
You're not a clown.
I forgot
You're the whole circus.
I forgot the fucking mustache guy who's like Walhart's general.
Cervantes.
And he's like,
look at my mustache. Look how fancy it is.
I remembered his mustache, but I thought he was from Ike's game.
There's a lot of bearded men in Ike's game.
No,
so
but specifically his mustache.
Specifically his mustache
stuck out in my mind.
I feel like there was a character like that, but I could be wrong. Remember Tornado?
Yes.
I don't know. Anyway.
Oh man. Let's talk about Ike's game. A good Fire Emblem.
Story-wise, definitely. Holy shit. But yeah, I'd have to say, also with our theming when it comes to playing Fire Emblem games as a group, at first we did not have. I felt like, not even for the first half. I felt like for the half of the game we really couldn't think of any good jokes.
Our only shtick was that Sumiya was fucking a horse.
I mean, that was pretty good though. I'm not gonna lie.
Sumiya had it hard for horsecock.
And that kind of made it pretty better. I definitely think overall it got better at midway
absolutely.
point. We got better jokes.
Absolutely.
I was like, I think Sacred Stones we had better jokes than that, and then
we did for a bit. Fucking everyone's main joke at the start was just Crom calls Robin bitch,
and I'm just
Frederick's clingy.
I don't like the clingy Frederick.
Robin's a bitch. Well,
we gotta make we make it female. What do you expect? We gotta just have our token friend who's a girl be the girl.
No, but
I know
each character only had one joke, and then as the game went on, they got more jokes. Frederick and Gregor both looking for the mop bucket. During Crom and Robin's C support, just what are you doing in here? I saw Gregor and Frederick coming in here. I thought that this was the men's bed.
Their power is their aura was so fucking huge that they went into their own realm.
they were
the bathroom was too scared to see their cocks going out.
Just in the background. Oi, Gregor has found Mophead. Wonderful. Now we just need the mop handle.
Hey, Crom, have you seen Frederick? I haven't seen him anywhere.
Oh my god, what are they doing in here? Oi, Gregor is using pipe for mop handle, yes?
That's right. He fucking
breaks the shower head and uses it as the fucking mop handle.
Overall, I definitely think we got better with jokes at the end, and it made it a lot more enjoyable then.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Now we'll eventually go to Echoes, and we will revisit. Shit! Holy crap!
We play through another Fire Emblem game with groups.
When we revisit that, we'll probably have our thoughts about that. Overall, though, I still love it. Still love the game for what it is, and story aside, and a few of the characters. I definitely have to say, also going back, I think a few characters I really ended up liking a little bit more than usual was actually no, I always liked Owain. I used him on my main team, even my original playthrough. But Owain grew on me a lot more.
I'm also glad I got to show you guys the power of Olivia.
And let's talk about that actually. Thank you for bringing that up.
Olivia is one of the best units in the game. She's so fucking good.
So
not as a dancer though.
And let's elaborate on that. So, you made a point during one of your previous playthroughs on your own saying that, when we get Olivia, let's not make her a dancer and let's make her a swords master or something. I'm like, okay.
When we get Olivia, we're getting rid of the dancer ability and making her a Myrmidon.
And I'm like, sure, that's fine. And everyone else was in agreement, so we did. And we already knew on top of it we were going to use Donald because Donald is Donald.
If you want an easy time through the game, just use Donald.
And Donald's just a fun character to read anyway, so that's on top of it. So we ended up also pairing Olivia and Donald together, just because we thought, I thought
they're the closest in age.
That, and also they have a good
support,
I think.
I like their support. It's pretty cute.
It is cute. So besides Inigo is pretty good, I think our Inigo build was not bad. We get to the end game, and we straight up just had Olivia and Donald gun it for Grima, and all the enemies were, attacking those two. We have them we didn't have them paired up. We just had them next to each other, so they could still technically act on their own. And all the fucking attacks that they were throwing at them, either Olivia would dodge them,
or Donald would take no damage.
Donald would take no damage when he is the one that gets initiated.
Or they'd guard each other.
And it was fucking the whole time. And when Olivia and Donald were fucking attacking Grima, by that point, they were only, really for the most part, doing 4 to 7 damage.
That's because
each.
Donald was using a stick.
And that was the thing on top of it. We made sure, because I figured, okay, I know Jay likes stupid weapons.
I killed Grima with a soup ladle and a log, and I've done it with a stick 3 times now.
And so, you know what? I was like, you know what? I'm saving this log specifically for Donald because it'll be funnier. And so, the whole time...
telling everyone, don't use the stick, it's for emergencies only.
And so, I'm like, and I made sure myself that I would do it. And I didn't until we got to Grima, because obviously...
That's an emergency.
And it was just funny seeing Grima fucking... attack Donald.
Keep getting hit by the stick.
And just keep fucking getting hit by the stick. Sometimes critting. And then Olivia was like, I got this. Donald, you stay back. Let me handle it. And so then she just kept fucking attacking Grima every fucking turn.
And she killed her with an Astra?
And she killed her with an Astra. It was so fucking good. I think what's even better before she killed her with the Astra was when fucking... She was doing she was critting her, and she had 1 health, and all of us were just oh my god! It was so good. It was...
I loved the fact that Grima summons the dragon, attacks at Olivia. Olivia jumps out of the way, runs up, hits her, and then Donald books it at her with a stick and just whacks.
That's right, because fucking...
No, I'm sorry. Olivia throws her weapon.
Yeah, she throws her weapon, and then Donald does a follow-up.
And Donald just booked
it with the stick. I'm gonna hit you with the stick, bitch.
Leave my wife alone. They were at range. Grima attacked from range. Olivia could counterattack from the range. And then Donald just fucking linebacker booked it at her. And just whacked her with a stick.
Oh, and fucking when, in the beginning of the mission, when we had enough spaces to have people, I put in Maribel and I also put in Lucina.
I was like, wow, Lucina's only here because of nepotism. She wasn't even in advanced class at that point.
No, she wasn't. I just had, I have my soft spot for her. It's here, I'm putting her in. Dies in the first turn. I'm like, well.
And then Maribel dies in the second turn.
And I'm like, but in that case, I was like, I have my healing bot already. I needed her for a distraction.
Yeah, Lissa was the healing bot. Maribel was the healing bot to take the hit for the healing bot.
I mean, she went for Lissa, so it was in character.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely have to say overall, character-wise, definitely the fun time with that game. Otherwise, everything else story-wise, I'm like,
You really forgot all that Awakening jank?
I really did. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, dude, Awakening, despite still being one of my favorite Fire Emblem games, is really fucking jank.
Hands down, it's still one of my favorites. But yeah,
it's one of my favorite because it's got so much more customization than most of them.
And that's a big thing. And that's
I think Three Houses is currently my favorite.
Of course, that's the most customization for your fucking taste.
Well, yeah, what's it? So you've seen the video of me one-shotting Cornelia in Take Back N-Bar. Fargus, thank you. Then I don't have the video saved, but in the mission with you have to kill Hubert before you kill Edelgard.
Yes.
I saved before that mission because I had both Happy and Hilda as support, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna get them both. What I did was I warped Byleth in, then just ran up and sniped and killed him instantly. And then on Edelgard's thing, I concocted this plan to move Lysithea and Byleth close enough that Lysithea can put Byleth in the final chamber, and just ran up and just started taking pot shots and killed her in 4 turns.
That's amazing.
And then I did it a second time. I'm like, God, Byleth was meant to be an archer.
Speaking of which, I already forgot. You have to pick your fucking S support in chapter the chapter 24 or before?
You have to pick, so you have to pick it in the chapter before the final battle.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Like I had to pick it before I fought Hubert.
I'm eventually, because I'm slowly gonna do my fifth playthrough
Of Golden Deer.
Yeah, my second playthrough of Golden Deer.
So
overall,
you have to pick that before
chapter 21, I think.
I think you pick it before the fight with Edelgard, because that's just before the fight with Nemesis.
Yeah, so I want to do that because again, I want to do what you. I'm trying to do the same thing where I want to fuck everyone, or at least the ones I want to fuck. So, because that's.
Oh my god, Happy's ending is so cute.
You'll have to tell me later.
I'll show you it later, but like,
exactly.
Happy's ending is genuinely so cute. I think it's my second favorite behind Dedeu's.
Because I still gotta get to Yuri's. After Yuri's, and I might as well do Linhardt because he's there. And then probably Dorothea.
Damn, I want to get. I don't have the picture of Dedeu's marriage thing, so I want to get it. But like, that just means playing through the whole fucking Blue Lions for a fourth time.
No. Dude, you could just use a support log.
Do I have his as support?
I thought you did.
No, I need the. I've never married Dedeu.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, someone showed me the video of what he says.
Oh, it was me.
It might have been you.
It had to be me. Who else in your fucking friend group would
not have been in my friend group?
Okay. Well, you said someone. I'm like, okay, let's be real. No one in the friend group except me would be like, hey, look at this video specifically talking about a Fire Emblem topic that, you might be interested in, or something that's related to Fire Emblem. Come on.
That's true.
This is the Fire Emblem podcast we're talking about
here. This is the 31 minutes of non-stop Fire Emblem talk.
Well, I guess we accidentally stretched it out in a good way.
That's because we can shit talk about stupid for hours.
We really can. We really, really, really can. But
why Byleth's mom's got such big titties?
Why? Because her daughter needed it, and why would you think Geralt would want her otherwise?
Because
big titty priest? That's the
she's
fetish.
Got green hair.
That too.
She's got green hair. He's like, oh, she's probably a dragon. I can't wait to fuck that.
See, I went to the fucking big titty nun shtick.
Listen,
because let's be real. Come on. You
everyone
don't think
likes
Geralt...
a big titty nun, but
yeah, I was about to say.
Literally, everyone likes big titty nun, but there definitely was other reasons, like green hair, because green hair is a sign that they might be a dragon. And, they say don't stick your dick in crazy, but that says nothing about dragon.
Nope. I mean, no. Just no. Anywho. So, we were given the chance by a friend to play his Xbox One. His PlayStation 5 and...
This is literally the Chad Virgin meme.
It really is. I mean...
They even have the same hair color.
Yeah.
I pulled up the...
No, they don't.
Yeah, that is 100% the meme Chad's face.
Oh. Talking about him and the other guy. I'm like, no, Geralt and him don't share the same hair color.
No, I'm showing the pictures of Geralt wooing Byleth's mom and the simp being like, hey, Byleth's mom, what if I were to woo you? Wouldn't that be funny?
Hi, you don't have a big dick.
That's probably... I'm going to be honest, that might be what she saw in Geralt.
Probably. Are you kidding me?
She probably walked in on him bathing and she's like, oh.
And she's like, oh, you know what?
Oh my.
We might make a cute kid together. And you have a big dick? That's a win-win for me.
She actually liked the fucking simp, and then like she saw the two of them in the bathtub together and she's just like,
you might make cuter kids.
No. Mama requires at least 9 to ride.
Yikes. Anyway, going back.
Big titty nun have big titty nun requirements.
Okay, I get it. So,
all right, talking about
So the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X has now officially launched
and
in America.
The fucking Starship Enterprise.
Our friend is a loser and got both of them on launch.
Oh,
$1,000 in the gutter later. Anyway,
I don't understand the concept of buying those fucking things like before they release the upgraded one. Especially if you know you're gonna buy the upgraded one.
And that's yeah. Anyway, before we get to that, Okay.
There's no fucking games out for it.
No, there's not. Everything's just cross-gen.
It's
and
not even like
then,
it's not even like they launched it with a big ass Breath of the Wild type game. They just said, no.
Here's a
Play yourself some Halo 5. Here, have fucking bug snacks. Have bug snacks. There you go.
Here, and
$500 for bug snacks. Next,
and also a remake of a PS3 game. Here you go. But you
want
that apparently
Sackboy?
That's a PS4 game, by the way. That's not PS5.
Would you care
That was
to
a
play
PS4
Sackboy on your PS5?
But you could just buy the PS4 copy and just use it on your PS4.
Oh god. You know, Knack 3. That'll sell the console. We should have to wait for Knack 3.
It would, though. You know that.
I mean, it might sell it to 2 people.
The power of Donkey is real. You should know that by now.
Right, but he rips on Knack like so hard. I think people who have the PS5 for other reasons, who are like Donkey fans, will buy Knack 3 and be like, Knack 3, baby. I think there will only be like 2 people out there who are like, I don't want this, and then they'll see Knack 3 for PS5 and they'll be like, Knack 3, baby.
Probably. But okay. We didn't play the Xbox Series X, but like it
dollars to dime, it looks like the Xbox.
No, I mean that. Yeah, like the UI and everything is literally just the Xbox One. I'm not even joking.
That's what I said.
The only difference is the controller, which, not gonna lie,
it feels nice.
Controller's nice. I will give him that. I will have to say Xbox has always had a good track record, minus the Duke controller.
Minus the Duke.
That they all are nice, comfortable controllers that, you know, they do their job.
Yeah.
And like, especially with 360, the 360 had like a decent weight to it. But
also,
like,
I think they have really good joystick placement.
The joystick placement's really good. The gripping the controller is really nice. Especially so far I have to say the Series X has like that padded, like, I forget what to call it, but like the padded grips is really nice. So
also the cool. Series X is a fucking midget in person. Like, I expect this fucking colossus to be staring me down.
But yeah, like,
in
it
an
was
intimidating
just
factor, and I got a fucking chode.
Yeah, it was just like the size of it was just like a half the size of like a.
It looks like the size of someone's
mini
laptop
fridge.
Charger. It's definitely not the size of a mini fridge.
Okay, fine.
You could fit a singular can of soda in that.
Fine. But like overall, it's
like half the length of
a VCR.
A VCR, yeah.
Okay.
Like twice the thickness.
Yeah, like, it's a thick bitch, but it's like height wise, it's not that big. Which, not gonna lie, I'm okay with that because
I was expecting it to look like a fucking computer tower.
If I eventually get that will be a lot easier to fucking put in a spot than my current Xbox One.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, at the very least, it's a consistent shape.
And that will also play my Xbox One games and 360 games. I will not lie. That kind of has me sold on the console already. Even though, like, the PS5, honestly, so far, the games that I personally own, it looks like, still lets me play it on that console. Like, the Persona Dancing games, all are compatible, which I was not expecting. Might want to get that HDR 4K for Persona 3 Dancing in Moonlight, baby.
Can't most TVs not even like project 4K? And can't even the human eye like not even pick up things at 4K?
Iffy.
I don't see the point.
No, neither do I. Don't get me wrong. I'm just trying to be fucking
the way
smarmy.
the human eye works. I could be completely wrong, but I could swear that human eye resolution caps out far before 4K, and that's why there are those TVs that are curved to give your eye. Anyways,
I mean, believe me, the only other appeal that I would have to say for both consoles is, in general, the faster load times, at least for now, technically last gen games, because like I have seen comparison videos for like Tekken 7 always had like really bad load times. Trying to think what else. Soul Calibur can get a little weird with load times, but a few of these games that have better load times definitely is like a nice appeal, and that's like the one thing I would have to say that this generation really needs to be focusing on is having faster loading times, because there's a good chunk of fucking games out there that just have a fucking long-ass loading screen. Borderlands 3 is a good fucking example. I don't know how that is on next-gen loading-wise, but holy shit, I really don't like how long that game fucking takes to load. It gets a little much. And also, we've actually played the PS5, and, controller's very nice. I will give him that. Console looks like a fucking ugly sin piece of shit. It's big, bulky, stupidly shaped. I just don't like it. I just don't like how it looks. I don't like how it looks. It's too big. I don't like it. My Final Fantasy 16 machine is not worth the $500. And even then, my game's not even out yet. So, no reason to buy it. Not for a PS3 remake. Sorry. And even then, it's not even a remake. It's a fucking... Well, it is a remake, but not really.
The human I can't even fucking see in, 8K. Sorry, I had to...
Oh, no!
I had to look it up.
That's fine. And
because that's the reason some TVs are curved. It's because 8K refers to the pixels in a horizontal line. Mm-hmm. An actual 8K TV has 33 billion pixels, something like that. The human eye can only see 500 something thousand or 500 something million. It's... I don't fucking get it. No, I don't get the appeal of...
I mean, but so do I. I don't fully get it either. Don't get me wrong. Do some games, okay, perfect example I think I can put out, Resident Evil 2 Remake and Final Fantasy 7 Remake are beautiful games on their own. I have seen the benefits of, the upgraded parts of it, if you use, a Xbox One X or PS4 Pro for those said games, and, they do look very fucking nice, don't get me wrong. But, if the game runs more than fine on in my case, the base hardware for both consoles, and still look really nice and run just as fine, then I'm okay with it. I don't personally need to have, especially when the Series, not the Series X,
Ultra resolution,
when the One X and the PS4 Pro came out, I had no need nor desire really to be I need a PS4 Pro right now so I can play Final Fantasy 7 Remake in 4K, 60 frames, and all of that nice hullabaloo.
I don't get that either. 60 frames per second.
That you can tell.
Hardly.
It depends on the game. I have to show you some. I'll show you later.
No, I've seen comparisons because I genuinely can't tell the difference between 30 and 60 frames per second.
I mean,
it takes 2 seconds. It takes twice as long, so you'd think it's very easily noticeable, but it's no, because it's instead of 1 second for the flash to go from here to there, it's 2 seconds from it to go to here to there, and it's that's a negligible difference.
It really is just to make it makes things look more smoother. That's the big thing. I only really understand that gripe for most people when they complain about games being so and so is action games.
Sure, fucking 5 FPS is bad.
Yes, and that's something I'm not saying.
I don't understand the point of it has to be the maximum FPS you can get. It's not.
Yeah,
really.
no, I get that when people get to the 120 frames BS. Because for instance, I know Nihon 2 just got an announcement actually today on Twitter that both the PS4, PS5 version, and then PC event in February.
If your rig can run at 120 FPS, but your monitor or TV can't run at 120 FPS,
it's not going to be 120 FPS.
Yeah,
I know. Makes sense. But that's getting an update where apparently it will have a 120 frame per second option, which cool. And don't get me wrong. Again, I like my games running the way they should be. That's. And for games specifically let's say Bayonetta and Devil May Cry, those games need to have to be 60 frames per second because you're doing fast-paced action where you need quick reflexes and you need your game to be running as great as it can. But overall, I mean, you and I definitely can agree on, obviously, that, it's not really our make it or break it kind of thing. As long as it's not a choppy, 30 frames per second to where it's really going to detach you from the game or ruin the game in some sort of aspect, then fine, whatever. But at least in our experience, we don't really have that kind of issue.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, make your games, lesser than they should be, but, like, I don't fully think having to have 60 frames, or maybe not 60 frames is the case, but, like, 120 frames, what's the point?
I agree completely.
The 120, I think 60 frames doesn't bother me. I think it's 120 that bothers me. How can you guys really see it? How? And even then, what's the point? What's the point? I don't get it. As long as your inputs are not fucking delayed, I think I'm okay with that. Whatever.
How far past the PS5 do you think we are? Can I go back to rag on it a little bit?
Sure, I guess. Go for it. Because I only had one other, like, little topic. Not even little topic, a little thing. Anyway.
I thought the design looked kind of stupid. Having seen it on its side... Oh my god, that thing's hideous.
And you know what I have to say? Maybe I would have thought about it a little bit differently design-wise if our friend had it up, vertically like all the promotion.
Yeah, no.
Which, like, let's be real here. That's probably why all the promotion videos and screenshots for the console are all on its verticality, because horizontally it is a disgusting fucking looking console.
It looks like a fucking...
It literally looks like a photo
made in the side of a house, bougie ass modern day house.
It just
with
looks
surround fucking glass windows.
It looks like those fake fucking consoles that people mock up on the internet.
It's the next Soldier Boy console.
So, like, overall, it's just...
that's insulting to Soldier Boy's console.
No, it's not.
Soldier Boy's console's design, physical design is not nearly as bad as...
No, but Soldier Boy's a scummy fucker. I don't care.
Yeah, but the console design is better than the PS5. The Ouya is better, console design-wise, than the PS5.
That I can actually agree with. I can actually agree with you on that one.
God, I hate it.
Yeah.
Like, I think seeing it on its side really, changed my view.
I definitely think it definitely did change your view, personally.
Well, because, like, at first, when everyone was pre-ordering it, I was like...
Oh, God.
I was like, that's fucking stupid, but you know what? Go off, waste your money. And now I see, I'm like, why? What is the appeal? That's like subscribing to the OnlyFans of the fat, ugly bastard from your favorite hentai. Like,
Or buying a season pass of a game that you don't know what's going to be in the contents of it.
Are you referring to Borderlands 3, or?
No, that's been in general, because some people complain about, like, for instance, like Smash.
Oh my god, people complaining about the season pass when it's like, hell... They said it was going to be... They told you, don't buy it unless you're certain.
And even then, you don't have to buy. You could buy the characters individually. That's any kind of season pass. And, like, and that's why I never fully understand when people get like that, too. I get it. Having being one of the first people to have it, cool. But, like...
You're not going to be the first people to have it. Nintendo's online is awful, and their shop's going to crash every time a character's released.
I mean, so far it's been... Actually, I will have to say, when, like, Byleth came out, it's actually been... I feel like it's been pretty okay.
Really? It crashed on me, like, 12 times.
Oh, and Terry.
Min.
I don't know, see, Terry was fine, Byleth was fine, Min was okay. Even Steve, I was shocked.
I couldn't get for a while.
Oh, Steve I actually got pretty quickly. I was shocked.
No, Steve I couldn't get for a while.
I think I have a picture.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who takes pictures of the DLC fighters join the fight screen. But yeah, no. Fucking, they flat out said, wait to see the characters before you buy the season pass. Like, if I buy the season pass because I know when the characters come out, even if I don't play them, some people might play them.
And that's literally how I feel, personally, and especially when it comes to fighting games, I'll be honest. Even, like, besides, like, in general, I like playing a fighting game and having a full ass fucking roster of an actual fighting game, because it just always looks nice to me. Because, it's nice, and on top of it, having choices is always really fucking nice. Even if it's a character I don't care for, I'm like, cool. I have like 4 choices to pick a fucking character.
If I didn't buy the thing, I definitely wouldn't have bought. I don't think I would have bought most of the characters. Like, I wouldn't have bought Joker or Hero.
Of course not. I cannot imagine. I mean, like,
probably wouldn't have bought Terry. But, like, at the same time, I don't need to play those characters.
No.
I buy it for the people who do play the characters.
But then on top of it, though, it gives you another choice to be like, you know what? After months like the character out, maybe I'll give the character a try. And, like, I've done that for fucking Hero. I still have not played a Dragon Quest game. But, like, I fucking love playing as Hero. He's fun, and I wasn't like, oh my god, excited for him, but I think he's fun. Even Banjo-Kazooie, I don't play as him that much, not with you guys, definitely. But like, I find him okay. But like, also, I never fully grew up and loved Banjo-Kazooie as everyone else did. I grew up with it, but didn't like, you know.
I know the music more than the game itself.
I feel like that's a lot of people's experience,
like,
too. But that's just me.
Our friend played it, and I just kind of listened to the music.
I mean, both are good experiences.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's that. Yeah, but I think, yeah. I've also, Jesus Christ.
Did you lose your train of thought?
I did.
In the rambling?
I did.
Oh yeah, so moral of the story, don't buy a fucking season pass until you see what's in it.
Or a console.
If you're gonna complain about it.
Because I have been seeing people complain about the Demon Souls remake. Like, oh, they fucked up the art style or whatnot of it. I'm like, you guys just noticed that now. And even then, as much as you're going to bitch and moan about it, y'all motherfuckers still going to probably buy it. Because it's a Souls game. Because you guys love Souls games.
Buying a modern console year one is
Day one, really.
Year one.
Well, year one too, but
so stupid.
At least for full price.
They're
full price for not that many games are out specifically for it. The only nice thing about these consoles so far this generation is
all the backwards play.
Being able to actually play a good chunk of your main library on that same console, making it slightly more worth it because of better load times, but otherwise, like, okay, sure, good job, I guess.
Not to mention, they're just going to release the upgraded version in, like,
a year. Or two.
Like,
probably 2.
Which I understand the importance of people buying it year one because that's where they get the incentive to make the upgraded so the other one becomes cheaper.
And also get any weird bug or kinks out.
Yes,
that too.
But definitely important
overall,
to it.
I definitely don't
It's just so stupid.
Yeah, I just don't get the whole personally, especially with like at least with this generation. Why get a day one where there's not that many games coming out for it in the first 2 months of it being out? Your Ratchet & Clanks aren't coming out this year, I don't think. That's coming out in 2021. Your fucking Horizon isn't.
Cyberpunk's not coming out till December.
Exactly. Like PlayStation's Breath of the Wild is not going to be coming out till next year. So like, what's the point? There's no point. I feel like to be so excited about it.
With pre-ordering shit, you're just promising a company your money in advance on a product that they haven't delivered yet. You're just like, don't worry, here, have my money. But once that product rolled, unless like the bonus shit you get with it is really fucking neat, or if you already know, unless they really fuck it up, I'm gonna like this. Like with Limited Run, I just pre-ordered the fucking Shantae and the Seven Sirens. Yeah. I love the Shantae games, and the Seven Sirens comes with a lot of really cool little shit.
And that's a little bit different though, because at least in that case, you know you're getting a bunch of other little shit into it, to where, for the most part, for like a console, it was like you're just buying the console, and the controller. It doesn't automatically.
I miss the days of 2 controllers. I know consoles don't normally do that.
No, I agree. But that was always like certain consoles only did that. That was really more so. That kind of stopped though by the time N64 came out.
The Wii only had one.
No, the Wii only had because by the time we really started playing video games and consoles, whatever, most of our systems only came with one controller.
I know. I don't
NES,
like how fucking expensive they are.
Oh, of course. I mean, that was like the only thing I was like kind of happy / like cool with the Switch was like, oh, you technically sort of are getting 2 controllers in the one with buying in the console.
Yeah. And then if you want more, you cost $80 fucking dollars.
At least now they slightly changed the price of the single Joy-Cons.
Weren't they 70 or 60?
No, I think they were 60.
60 for one.
No, they might have been
for...
50. They might have been 50 for one, and then they dropped it to 40.
Oh, wow, so they finally dropped it to buy one or buy two for the cost of two? That's... Nintendo with these fucking Joy-Cons, my god.
I know. That's why I also don't really fully play my console and fucking, I have to say, I did just find out recently, when trying to play Mario Party with my, siblings, that, a few of my controllers actually have the drift. I'm like, oh, good!
Oh, dude.
3 of mine! I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
I have a set of 4 controllers that are for the kids to play with, because they'll fucking break the other ones. And those fucking things are awful.
I'm like, shit. And this is why I know most of the time when I do play a game on the Switch, it's either not a stick-intensive game, or I use my fucking... I use my Pro Controller.
Yeah, I use the Pro Controller mostly.
No, yeah, most of the time I use Pro Controller, but like, if I'm playing on handheld, I'm like, alright, I'm not gonna play a game like Bayonetta. I'll play a game like Hades or Fire Emblem. Those games definitely don't need it. Which, I have to say, Hades, pretty good so far. I'm actually thoroughly enjoying it. Zagreus is fucking hot.
Is that the name of the main guy?
Yes, and a lot of the other, gods in the game looked very nice. So, good on
game
them.
Design.
Good on them.
Good game. They gave me wowzers in my trousers. That makes it a good game.
No, but aside from that,
that's the fucking motto of Senran Kagura.
It really is. But no, but aside from that, I do find it a very fun dungeon crawler. Yeah. So.
Do you think? I genuinely wonder if there's someone who gets really angry that Senran Kagura is a really fun game, but just the packaging is just
like Peach Blast.
Kitty. Yes, the fucking Splatoon clone.
I remember when I showed you. You're like, oh, that's kind of neat, but then you didn't really get it, and then
no, I was like, oh, that looks stupid.
Yeah, no, that's right. You did say it looks stupid.
I said, that looks really fucking stupid.
And then you got it I think
I got it for $4.
6 months after it came out. Then you're like,
was it 6 months after it came out?
It was definitely a while after it came out.
Yeah, it was after, because it was only $4, and I played it, and I'm like,
this is fucking fun.
This game is so much fun. Holy shit.
Well, now it's time to get the Peach pinball.
No.
Why not?
I don't like pinball games.
That's totally fair.
I at the very least enjoyed my time with Splatoon 1.
Oh.
And this is just Splatoon with tits.
Well, bigger tits.
That's true, I guess technically. No, they're squids. They don't have tits.
Didn't? No.
No, some of them have what look like tits, but I
think that's what I was... yeah, never mind.
Some of them... some of them are drawn with tits, but they're squids and octopi, and squids and octopi don't have tits. What the fuck's... The only way I can describe her is the black one, because there's only one black character in the entirety.
Marina?
Yeah. Thank you. I was gonna call her Marnie. That's from fucking Pokemon. But yeah, thinking about it, you're right. I am right. She is the only black character in all of Splatoon. Outside of your user generated fucking avatar. But
yeah,
she has tits.
She do
kind of.
And I guess that ended off this episode. That actually went a lot longer than I thought. Good on us, I guess.
Theory: her tits are tough like octopus arms, with fucking suckers as nipples. There we go.
I was just gonna say that Bloodstain Ritual of the Night, a really good Metroidvania game made by Iga.
The Iga Ninja Clan.
Giving us they already promised that they're going to give us another playable character aside from Zangetsu. And this is not
it'll be Simon Belmont.
No. They announced one of the boss characters, Bloodless. She's like a woman who uses blood as like her main shtick with like a parasol.
Impossible. Women don't exist.
The main character is the woman. You fuck.
No, it's not true.
Okay.
The main character is a man with a vagina. Get it right.
So, they're gonna add her as a playable character, and it won't be the one that they promised. So, basically, we get an extra character, and mind you, I think she's gonna be free, which is cool. Because
If it's Gru from Despicable Me, I'll buy the game.
You might just like the game overall, though, because it's...
Metroidvania?
Yeah. They're fun.
Only if I can play as Gru from Despicable Me.
You can name...
And only Gru from Despicable Me 1.
You can name your save file Gru.
All other iterations of Gru
you can name
are not.
You can name your save file Gru.
That's literally not the same.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
It is not. Unless I can play as fucking Steve Carell's Gru from Despicable Me 1, and only from Despicable Me 1. Because Despicable Me 2 is mediocre, and then I haven't seen 3, but I heard it's bad.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed our 60th fucking episode of What's New Play 2 podcast.
That's right, we've been fucking through all of these episodes.
Yup, and we might even make it a threesome next episode. Who
We're
knows?
Fucking nymphos.
We'll find out if we get someone to actually come on, but, you know, that's neither here or there.
We need to get them to come on and slam, and this is who I am.
We also do need, like, we'll eventually get someone on here. We need to get, like, a second
It'll
mic.
be the voice actor for Shadow the Hedgehog from the Shadow the Hedgehog games.
Oh, I was going to say which one. I'm like, alright, I mean, I think
he'll come in and he'll say...
I think Jason Griffith still lives in New York.
He'll come in and he'll say, where's that damn 4th Chaos Emerald? And I'll be like, alright, give me my money, I'm leaving. We're actually going to pay him to say, alright, give me the money, I'm leaving.
And then he leaves. And he's like, well, there you go, guys. He said the meme.
There he did. He said
a funny.
Yeah. We'll get Keith Silverstein, who I know is not Vector in the Shadow the Hedgehog games, because I knew you were about to say so.
Well, he said it himself.
Yeah, he goes, I'm not that Vector. People keep... When, with the fucking... He goes, you know I'm not that Vector, right? And it's like, yeah, and?
You voice Vector, funny man. Write it on there, funny man.
You voice Vector currently, and I don't see the guy who said find the computer room at this fucking convention, so either write fucking my turret or write find the computer room. Either give me your fucking Dark Moth or write find the computer room.
I was so glad that he fucking got actually kind of excited when when I mentioned him as Albus in Castlevania Orb Ecclesia. I'm like, it's my favorite game. It's so good. I fucking love that game. Anyway, that does it for this episode.
Is that the one with Simon?
No.
Oh, dang. Not real Castlevania.
No, the ones that have Simon in it are 1, 2, 4,
those
Chronicles.
Those are the only real ones. What about Simon's Quest?
That's 2.
No.
Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest.
No, there's Castlevania 2 and then there's Simon's Quest.
No, there's the Castlevania Adventure